Hello, this is a video on how to use the Petcrash website for dummies, so I apologise in advance for the somewhat patronising tone of my voice. Here you have a welcome screen, and on the welcome screen you can do essentially three things. You can join if you are not already a member. If you are a member, you can log in here. If you think you might be a member but can't remember your password, you can click this link here. Interestingly, if you click this link and you fill in your email address and it doesn't recognise your email address, but you are sure you're a member, and it's very likely you will be a member if you are a registered member of the Dog Chat forum, then it's likely that your email address has changed since the time that you were originally registered. You can do one of two things. You can email me at ryan@caninemedia.net and tell me what your current email address is and your username, or you could just register a new account at Petcrash. Either way, it shouldn't take you more than a few seconds to get up and running. So the first thing that you're going to need to do is to log in, and you enter your username here and password here. I click remember me so that it remembers me and I don't have to log in again today. The first thing that will happen is you'll be given this welcome screen. On the welcome screen you will see who's online from your current friends list. More about friends in a moment. If I wanted to engage in a conversation with Kim Bruce, I click on her profile. I could send her a message via the actual internal messaging system, or I could send her an instant message. So if I click on instant message, it brings up this little tool. I type things in here and I can have an instant live chat conversation with Kim Bruce. Now, how do you get friends? Well, the most obvious place to start is the link that says make friends. If you're looking for somebody in particular and you know their username, type that or a portion of their username into the username box. So if I was looking for my brother, I would type Sean, hit return, and here it brings up everybody with Sean in their name. This one here is my brother. He's clearly not on my friends list, which would suggest he's defriended me. That's interesting. I would click add to friends. If I was looking to make friends with somebody who shared similar interests to me, I would click on the specific criteria. So in this instance, if I was looking for somebody that was interested in clicker training, I would just click clicker training and search, and it will bring up a list of people who have said that clicker training is one of their interests, and I would simply click add to friends, and that would send them a friend request. As we can see with this particular one, that's already a friend, and so I don't need to add to friends. If somebody's actually told the system whereabouts they live, you can search geographically. So if I was interested in making friends with somebody who is interested in clicker training, I have found out this particular person only lives 4 miles away from me. How to use the other elements. If you wanted to read the blogs, you would just click blogs and you can browse all of the blogs that are currently up and running. If you wanted to create your own blog, unsurprisingly, you would click the link create blog, and that would give you the opportunity to say whatever you liked within reason. If you wanted to create a classified ad, it's much the same system. You click classifieds, you can browse the classifieds that have already been created, or you could create your own. The park is an events diary. If you have an event or a notice and want to tell people about it, the park is the place to do it. Pet clubs. Now, anybody can set their own pet club up depending on what their particular area of interest happens to be. In my case, I believe that I'm a member of all of these particular clubs, including this one, which is I Love Dog Shows, which is interesting. If I wanted to leave that particular club, I would simply enter the club, and I can click here to leave the club. Or if you aren't already a member, you can click to join the club, or you can create your own club. Each individual club has its own classified section and its own blog section and its own forum section. So if you wanted to create a special interest club, you will find you have your own little forum here. The actual site has a more general forum, and that can be found under the link for forum. You can see there are different sections and they're all labelled fairly simply. So the welcome section is a place to welcome people and to introduce yourself. The dog section is about dogs, and the cat section is, I would guess, about cats. Posting in the forum. Here's a handy hint. If you click on a particular thread topic and you scroll to the bottom, you may be frustrated that there is no option here to post a reply. The actual post reply option is at the top. But if you click quote, it will give you the opportunity to post a quick reply. All you have to do is remove the quoted text, enter your post, and you have a quick reply option. If you wanted to post an image, it's again very simple. Click the link for image and it creates two tags. In between those tags, simply enter the location where your image happens to be hosted on the interweb. Other things that you can do is you can upload photos. Click My Petcrash, click My Photos, and you will see that you can create albums and individual photos. Uploading a photo is very simple. You click it from your computer, give it a caption, give it a description. If you want that photo to be your main profile photo, often called an avatar, click that box, and if you like to add that photo to the voting section, click this box. Adding an album is very simple too. If I did happen to click Add to the voting section, the photo would appear randomly in this particular section here, where people can have their opinion and comment and give it a score. Sending an e-card should be fairly simple. Pick the card that you want to send, enter either a person's name who is a friend within Petcrash, or simply an external email address for somebody that's maybe not a member of Petcrash, and just follow the on-screen instructions. The chat section. You click on chat and you may find that there are some people already here. In this case there isn't. If there are people in the chat section, you can actually engage in a live chat. Or, if you're like me, you can click on the chat section, see that there are people here, and quickly run away and hope they didn't notice that you ever joined. And that's pretty much how to use Petcrash. The My Petcrash is the centre, so you can see all of your photos, all of your profile information, and in the My Network section you can see all of your friends. I have, it seems, 3,605 friends, all of whom I have forced to be my friend. And that is how to use Petcrash.